Hey everybody, it's Chainsaw Reacts back once again with another reaction. Today guys, I'm checking out Young Justice Outsiders Season 3, Episode 21, entitled Unknown Factors. Let me double check that and make sure that's the correct title. Unknown Factors is the correct title. Now, last episode, we had some major things going on, but the main one was Cyborg and the father box slowly taking over him, and then of course his dad, he has a bad relationship with, as we all know, shows up to try to help him, and then we had to get a hold of Metron, I believe that was his name, a new god, and use his chair in order to fix Cyborg and remove all the bad stuff involved with the father box, because Metron was like, okay, I'll show up, but I'm not going to save your friend like they thought he was. Of course, this is too easy. He's like, I'm going to observe this because we've never seen this before. We need information. Like, his whole thing is information, essentially, so he's all about watching things, and he's not so much about helping. They were able to take him down pretty quick. Kind of weird, but whatever. It happened. Overall, it was a really good episode last week. I'm definitely excited to see what we do here, because now we are down to the wire, ladies and gentlemen. We are getting close to the ending of Season 3. Season 4 is being currently written right now, and I don't know how long it's going to take between Season 3 and Season 4. All I hope is that this episode, like all the other ones that I've enjoyed so far of Season 3, and in the remaining episodes of Season 3, knock it out of the park, because I need these episodes to be phenomenal, because I've been waiting for years, and the show is finally here. The Season 3 is finally here. Been pushing for the renewal. It's here. I'm really enjoying the show, and I'm really liking what they're doing so far. And I like the fact that Cyborg is in the mix as well, and him being saved. I wonder if we're going to see him more in this episode or not, or focus on other characters entirely. Regardless, I'm hyped. I'm ready. Let's go.
With me now is the name behind the studio, Gretchen Good herself.
Ah!
Do call me Granny.
Oh.
Everybody does.
Time to play.
Playtime after the mission.
Say what now?
I never said simple.
Connor gave you Dreamer's mother box.
Your darkware's picking up
I like this addition to the show.
Activating counter frequency pulse from your
I see them again.
transmitter.
Besides being in the cave.
Cameras down.
This is too easy.
I know.
She just said that.
Mother box.
Nightwing, I lost your signal. Nightwing?
Uh-oh. Oh. Mom and Dad. Yep. People were right. Dolphin. They shouldn't have done it, but they had to investigate. Is that a threat? You want the mantle of Aquaman now?
No Medicine. Just a regular guy.
So we both tested negative. That's fine. And our son would be blessed to get it. Anyway.
He wants a daughter. She wants a boy.
Now.
Yeah.
I think my water just broke.
Uh-oh. Well, you need to go to the hospital.
You sure you don't want to come home, Victor?
Thanks, Dad. This is really where I need to be right now. But I'm sorry I pushed you away.
It's good they're on a better,
It's a fresh
better path. But he's staying there.
Dude, is that blood? Not blood. Ketchup and barbecue sauce and hoisin sauce. Against a new villain calling himself the Condiment King.
Oh, okay. Good look. And I keep walking.
Right. Wouldn't you rather tell Brion after we know we can cure you?
Yeah, but there's no guarantee that you can cure her, which I think they're going to find a way, I'm just saying.
Hang tight. I'll distract Granny to get her out of the house.
That will not be necessary. Good evening.
Aquaman.
They're just showing up at the front door?
Please.
Cards on the table, boys. Why are you here?
Well, you know.
Anticipate. Take us to them, and we will discuss it.
Oh, this is bad.
It's very bad.
Overlord.
And hey, if you hurry, our baby can still be born on Martin Luther King's birthday. Well, on his holiday, anyway.
You did not just ask me to hurry.
No, definitely.
Super Saiyan. Baby time.
Well, hello there. Welcome to the world, baby girl. Let's get her to X-ray.
What is it?
Karen, now, stay calm. There's a problem with your little girl.
Okay. He cut away. Come on.
Whoa. Yeah, Beetle taught me that one.
There you go.
Doc, back me up. Any news on that heart surgeon?
He opens hearts, Mal, not snow-covered roads. He'll never get here in time to save her.
Repairing a hole in the heart is a common procedure.
Careful. I don't want to lose you too.
You're not losing either of us.
Hope not. This would be a really dark show if that happened. Jesus.
Brace yourself.
This is so crazy. I didn't expect to go this direction in this episode.
These naughty boys required
Naughty boy.
You're welcome to take your two friends now. Simply step through the wall of the cube.
Hurry, hurry, hurry.
Thank you for your hospitality. We will show ourselves.
That's a way to say it.
I said you could take your two friends. I did not say he could take the mother box. Such behavior requires correction. Correction already made to Jefferson and Richard.
Oh.
Need a minute to rest before I come out. Shutting down the feed.
What?
Let's just leave all that to Mother.
Oh.
Attack, my thralls!
Come on.
You cannot be so easily defeated.
There you go.
You will mother box. Strike, Overlord. Kill
Her face. Oh, shit. Okay. They're going. Knocked her out.
I will hear you now.
Probably shouldn't have done that, but she did. Oh!
tongue of the old gods. I'm dropping all of you into
What?
Told you I had your back.
Okay, let's say, who did that? I was wondering what that was when she got knocked over. No explanation of where she came out of. I guess maybe her nose or ear. Tell him what's happening. Maybe. What?
Tonight I found the anti-life equation.
What? People are right. That was awesome. That was so cool. Anti-life equation. All the theories about the first letter of each of the titles of the episodes equals something anti-life equation. Something along that lines. And the fact that it was Earth and Apocalypse in the intro. We saw Dark Side towards the beginning of this season. We've been focusing a lot on Granny Goodness and all this stuff. It is the anti-life equation. They're setting it up. Now, I don't know if they're setting it up for the end of the season or whether they're setting up for Season 4. There's no telling. Because the way Season 2 ended was Vandal Savage and Dark Side shaking hands, setting up an epic sounding Season 3. Like, holy fuck. And then it took us a long-ass time to get to Season 3. Outsiders. But now, confirmed. Now, someone told me about the after credit scene. They didn't tell me what it was. They said, stay after the credits. Trust me. And I think that, and I thank whoever that was on Twitter. I'm very sorry I forgot, or forget who said that. But thank you for that. And thank you for not spoiling it for me. Thank you very much for that. That was awesome. I really enjoyed this episode overall. It was awesome to see Nightwing again. We've hardly seen him this season. I mean, he was there for a good chunk of it in the first half before the break, but he's been absent for most of the back half. But it was cool to see. And then, of course, Oracle, Barbara, Batgirl, not Batgirl, Oracle, still good. Seeing them there in person instead of just being in the Batcave and not talking or talking a little, and that's it. It's just a secret meeting with all the leaders. It was cool to see them actually involved in this episode. Now, Granny Goodness was the focus, and it makes sense because she's been tied in with all this shit. She's been tied in with these goggles that were actually transporting meta-teens to these areas to be taken away. And of course, she is, of course, signed Garfield with some agency that he's under contract for. So it's a lot of moving pieces of Granny Goodness being involved. And of course, her being all over the not social media really, but really being on TV a lot, being interviewed and playing this fake persona. It's been a lot of build up with Granny Goodness. And now it really came to a head in this episode in a sense. Because really, Nightwing and Black Lightning Black Widow, Black Lightning getting into her house was so damn easy. I'm like, this is not going to end well, and I was correct. It did not end well for them. Well, everything's fine now, kind of. They're still kind of getting over the fact that they were brainwashed and they were under control of Granny Goodness essentially, and being used to fight off Aquaman. I said Aqualad, and I forget his name, but more confirmation and just more showcasing that relationship. I think they revealed that in the last episode. I think Aqualad, though this version when he's Aquaman, Calder, I think he's either bi or he's actually completely full gay in the comics. I'm not 100% sure, but I think this makes sense because with all the characters they have in the Young Justice universe that they've been building, it makes sense that not every single character is straight, because we've seen a lot of characters who've been in a relationship with the opposite sex, and you know, when we look at society today, it's the reflection is there's a lot of gay couples, and understandably they made a very core character who's been on the show since I think he was on the first episode, to make him. I think it's not confirmation he's 100% gay or if he's actually bi too. I'm not really sure, but it doesn't matter, okay? He's happy, he has a relationship, and he came to see the surface world with him and went along with him to Granny Goodness' house. And they walked to the fucking front door. Set of balls. Jesus Christ. Like no need to track. We're going to walk right the fuck in. So, that was kind of crazy. Let's see. What else? It was cool to see Cyborg. So cool to see Cyborg embracing being Cyborg now. He's no longer Victor Stone. He is, in a sense, still Victor Stone, but not really. He's now become something more. What was really surprising, too, is that they didn't really show... I don't think he did this previously, because they had this big moment like, what, he fucking opened up a goddamn boom tube? He just does it. They showed him where he made a can. He's like, I think he said Blue Beetle showed him that technique, or showed him that thing, or whatever. I feel like there were so many moments with characters going on that unfortunately they had to send off Tara and forget his name. Send them off to some sort of mission or whatever, because they have a lot of other storylines going on. Of course, Violet shows up and she comes with the team or whatever and heals the mother box when she really shouldn't have done that because it's slowly killing her. She still hasn't told Brione. Not yet. See, I was right not to trust that doctor. I was right not to trust it. She's going to try to take the kids out. Take them away. And we didn't obviously see a lot of Tara in this episode, only for like a couple seconds. But what they ended with in the last episode with her being delayed, giving Deathstroke an update, essentially, people are theorizing that Tara's actually going to flip on Deathstroke and that she's actually going to be working with the team. So instead of the whole flip where she reveals herself to be a double agent working with Deathstroke, essentially, she's going to flip on Deathstroke when we least expect it. That's kind of what they're hinting at. I could be completely wrong, okay? She could just be like, no, there was nothing really to report, so I didn't report it. But yeah, a lot of good character moments overall, and just solidifying more that the Doctor's not trustworthy. I forget her name. Is it Bumblebee? Is that her name? I'm sorry, I'm bad with names to begin with. So she has a baby, and she uses her ability. She uses her heroic side, puts on the suit, and instead of fighting crime, which is what she has done in the past, she saves her daughter's... Well, I don't know if she was dying, but she saved her daughter's life, essentially, by putting a patch on the heart. And that was really cool to see that being them. And then she went in and messed a little bit with the genes to make her meta. It's fine. I think it's fine. It is what it is. But yeah, it was really cool to see that because I wasn't expecting to see her at all. Because, like, I don't think we've seen her at all in Outsiders yet, up until this point. But it's cool that we get to, like, go back and reconnect with characters. Because I think with them doing a 5-year time jump between Season 1 and Season 2, it kind of threw a lot of people off. It definitely threw me off. I'm like, holy crap, like, what happened to the team? I mean, there's comic books that have been written and are out there, take place between the 5-year time jump from Season 1 to Season 2, but at the same time, you know, I wanted to see a continuation like a year later, but 5 years, holy crap, it's a whole new set of people. And 2 years, not really a whole new set of people, but a lot of new characters being introduced. Still some unanswered questions about if we're going to be seeing Jason again, because we saw him in that one episode, holy crap. If we're going to, are we going to see much more Darkseid? I hope so, with the anti-life equation being involved in granting goodness and all that. But I'm hoping that we see just a bunch, because we've not seen everybody really together. Because the first episode really had so much going on. Then once that, everybody broke off to do their own thing. So I'm hoping anti-life equation with Darkseid and everything brings all these people back together. You know? And we get to see everybody working together to take on Darkseid and Apocalypse and all that. So hopefully that's what happens towards the end of this season. We'll see. So there you have it, guys. That is my reaction to the episode. Overall, very, very good. I'm curious to know what you guys thought about this episode. Let me know in the comment section below, guys. Talk to you guys soon. Peace out.